Zachariah Jackson, BASA News. I'm down here in Newark, New Jersey, and a week ago, Rev Bartley, you with NAN. Would you explain what NAN is and your position in NAN?
Sure. So, Zach, first, thank you for taking the time to talk to us about a very crucial issue that's going on throughout our country.
Yes.
Again, my name is Pastor Rev Bartley. I'm the Northeast Regional Director under the leadership of Reverend Al Sharpton, founding president of the National Action Network. My current role there is dual. I sit on the board of directors, and I cover from Connecticut to DC as the Northeast Regional Director.
Yes.
As you noticed, this president is just what I call foolish. As you've heard him talk about when he was asked how did he know that DEI was responsible for that plane crash.
Sure.
And he says, I have common sense.
Common sense, yeah.
And to me, he has nonsense. You know, the word foolish, it comes from a person that moves from common sense and becomes overwhelmed with nonsense.
Yes.
And that's Donald Trump. And so what we were doing once Donald Trump wanted to do away with DEI,
Sure.
Reverend Al Sharpton, the National Action Network under my leadership, on the 28th of January, we went over to Costco's in Harlem. And then after that, we came to New Jersey. I felt as though New Jersey is a part of what's going on throughout the country.
Sure, without a doubt,
So
yes.
we organized that buy in support of companies that are still having DEI available for people that look like us.
Well, let me ask you this, Reverend, what is the attack actually? DEI come out of the civil rights movement, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And I think it was President Nixon that came along with affirmative action, right? After Lyndon Johnson, a speech on "We shall overcome." And so, why is it such an attack always on things like DEI and civil rights? What is that all about?
They don't want us to have anything. They want us to go back and be slaves.
Be poor and broken.
Yes. And what we're showing them is having the level field that we can do is just as much as they are doing, and even more.
Sure.
And so they're agitated because of that. They see that we are excelling because of DEI and other opportunities. It's not like we're asking for any favor.
Sure.
We're asking that you look at our resumes like you're looking at everyone else's.
Okay.
We're not asking you to put us anywhere. We're looking at the qualifications.
So is DEI close or cousin to affirmative action?
Absolutely.
And we need that right here at this point in time.
I mean, you think about it today. You have all of these Fortune 500 companies.
Sure.
That have maybe 1% people that look like us,
sure.
CEOs, managers, team leaders, and we're saying that we're part of building America.
Sure.
So we should be a part of being in these companies as well. And so that's why DEI is available.
Now, but DEI, from what I'm understanding, is that the Black American is only getting a small percentage of DEI because it's white women and other minorities that's getting a great deal of DEI, more than we're getting.
Absolutely. And what they're trying to do now, Zach, is say, we don't even want you to get that small percentage that you're getting. We don't even think that you should be at a table simply because of the color of your skin.
So let me ask you this right here then, and if that is the case, Rev Bartley, then okay, if they take our 15%, but what about the other 85% of the people? Will white women still have their job?
Absolutely.
Will the other minorities still have their job?
Absolutely.
So it's just basically for us.
It's for us. And Hispanic.
And Hispanic.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
So the white women are safe.
They're safe.
Okay.
What they're saying is we're not. You look at the Secretary Donald Trump now. She's 28 years old. She's a white woman.
Yes.
And now she's there. Now,
She got there because of DEI,
She got there because of DEI in a sense.
in a sense.
Okay? But now you're saying that's okay to give her it, but you're not entitled to it.
Okay.
And our company is built on diversity.
Sure.
That's what I love about New Jersey.
Yes.
It is a diverse
Yes, it is.
state.
Yes.
Very diverse.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm so thankful, because our Attorney General, Matt Plackett, and even the governor, they're not trying to entertain those thoughts.
Sure.
They will fight to the end.
But am I wrong? I haven't heard them actually speak out wholeheartedly. Has they spoken out? Has they did a speech against it yet?
I text the governor.
Yes.
And asked him what is his position on DEI.
Yes.
And he texted me back and said, I'm always with DEI.
Okay.
Even with the immigration, he even came out and made a statement about that, and they twisted it.
Sure.
Like now he's harboring fugitives or immigrants in his garage,
Right.
which is not true. I mean, so he has been speaking out on it.
Okay.
You look at the Attorney General's office, Matt Plackett. That's why we're fighting now in court with Patterson,
Okay.
where he felt as though what the Patterson police officers were doing, how that was discriminatory.
Sure.
How we needed to come in and take over that police department.
Sure.
They're fighting him about that. That's DEI.
Well, let me ask you this right here. Now, I mean, you would have to be a blind as a bat, and I guess if you were blind, because as I go back to civil rights days when there was a blind man that marched with Dr. King, and I remember they said, bring that blind in over here, bring him over here in the car too, As Black American people, we know that our journey comes from civil rights, basically, our economic journey and things of that nature. Why do we lose these people when they get jobs?
I think part of our problem is
Yes.
that there needs to be a mind-changing thinking with us.
How can we do that?
I think one of the ways that we're working on it now is having more conversation. I like to call it the meeting of the mind.
Yes.
To really try to instill in us that we don't have to think like that.
Yes.
Like, we don't need to have a meeting and then you run back and tell the white man everything that we talked about us coming together.
Sure.
Because every group is together except us.
But and I understand that to a degree, because I think that where we fall short is that we've been here so long that we mature with the dominant culture. It's hard for us not, like if I get in a conversation with a white guy, right, and we start talking about a Pontiac, or we start talking about a Lincoln, or we start talking about a Chrysler Imperia, where a lot of people that just come into this nation wouldn't even know how to have that conversation about full barrel carburetor, things of that nature, because we've been here so long. My family, the 24th of March, would be 102 years right here in New Jersey. When you come from Dawson, Georgia, yes. 102 years.
That is
so
amazing.
how in the hell do I, you understand me, not in some ways land with the dominant culture? Because, outside of economically unbalanced that we were, but at the same time, man, I matured with this nation. So how can I say, let's have 15 people living in my apartment?
Well,
where my family years ago, when they come up here in 1923, they had 15 people living in their apartment.
Well, I think part of our issue, no, I get you. Part of our issue is our foreparents did more with less.
Yes.
They did more with less.
Yes.
They didn't have a cell phone.
That's right.
They didn't have email.
That's right.
All they had was a fax machine.
And air conditioning car.
Right. I come up where we had 2 TVs.
That's it.
One for the sound,
That's
one
right.
for the picture.
That's right.
And nothing about no remote control.
You were the remote control.
You had a grip pliers
in there. That's right.
And if you wanted to see a good picture,
That's
you get
right.
a clothes
That's
hanger
right. That's right.
and put some aluminum
That's
foil
right.
around that.
That's right.
That's where I come from.
Right. Sure.
And a lot of our people are stuck on materialistic things.
Yes.
How can you go and purchase a Cadillac
Yes.
and you rent an apartment
Yes.
it just doesn't make sense.
Or Mercedes today.
Or Bentley,
Yeah,
you know, they
Bentley,
ride
yeah.
Bentleys now.
Yeah, and that car that Elon Musk made.
Right, the Tesla.
The Tesla, whatever that truck is.
And you can't even park it in your garage.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and so I think we need to educate our people
Yeah.
more. That's why I'm really excited about this upcoming election, this governor's race.
Yes.
I think that the Honorable Mayor Raz J.
Yes,
Baraka
yes.
could be our next governor.
Well, let me ask you this right
Just
here.
if we voted.
Yes, but let me ask you this right here. And I'm not throwing no, as they would do in the Middle East, throw a rocket with shaitan. You know, they do that. I believe in Saudi Arabia, they throw a rock at the devil. You know, I'm not throwing a rock at anybody. But has the Governor Murphy, has he sided with who he's going to back to be the next governor of this state? Has he shown support for Raz Baraka?
So here's what I've found out.
Yes.
And I'm no politician.
That's right.
But what I've found out, the normal process is whoever wins the Democratic primary,
Okay.
that's who he endorses.
Okay.
And so I'm giving him that, okay?
Okay.
Because that's been protocol, that's
Sure,
been normal
sure.
procedure.
That's right.
Because I've had a conversation with him about that.
Yes.
I've looked him right in the face
That's right.
and said, I remember when you came to me
Yes.
and I took you to meet Reverend Sharpton.
Yes.
When nobody knew you.
That's right.
You know, nobody knew him.
Yes.
And I took him over to meet Reverend Sharpton.
Yes.
And he got 94% both times.
Yes.
And we brought him over.
Yes.
And what I'm saying now is we can take that same 94%
Yes.
and put it where it needs to go. Because that's all we need is us.
That's right.
That's really all.
That's all.
If we can get our people, like even Trump being the president,
Yes.
I don't blame Trump. That was our fault. We
Sure.
didn't vote.
No, we didn't go out there.
We didn't go
We
out.
didn't feel it.
We didn't vote.
We didn't feel it. We wasn't feeling it.
We didn't vote.
We didn't feel
And
it,
so,
Reverend Bartley.
in a
We didn't feel it.
roundabout way, we're getting what